I'll break the ice. Yeah, don't.
Much better. Top class.
Ngonyana manje.
Top class, man.
Thanks for being patient with me. Abantu ba-understand ukuthi uyaqala phela lo muntu.
Sifunda phakathi, sifundele empini.
Ediskini amajita athi mavukuvuku.
Into zakhona.
Thanks, yeah, we're back, yeah. Thanks, God, yeah.
So, Coach, you're still talking about languages, and you still have the language, the Greek language. Outside of that, any other language you remember?
Well, I try and adjust to the lingo. Amajita like Ebo Gaston, you know, they speak Spanish. Labo exeni wabo bonus noise, and Mokuma nabo Ricardo is born there.
Yeah.
Mokuma no Bangali is como ça va, ça va bien. So so ungena everywhere all this lingos and nabo kekana lapho nabo mabunda abo absent kekana uthi henda.
And then it's Arabs on our spam.
Ngithi salam aleikum ku Bangali, ngithi salam aleikum, alaikum salam Bangali, kef halek. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Sengilinda ukuze ushaya ama-interview Carol athi akubuza i-question umphendule nge-Spanish or nge-Arabic.
Uzolimala uKerol, but ukhona nyana kus-French lapho uyangidlula nyana.
Yeah, kus-French.
Yeah, ukhona uThiyama. Uright wena?
No stress, Coach.
Spanish uphethe kanjani uThiyama? How's work, how's things?
So I'm affected in one way. So my business is split into two, which is the radio and the DJing, you know. In terms of the DJing side, I mean, there's nothing to be done on that side. But I'm still fortunate enough to be able to go and do the radio work. You know, yes. Grateful to still be able to go and do the radio side. And I just think with patience and people respecting the law, we can hopefully get over this sooner rather than later.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know, how you coping in your industry. When times, I mean, entertainment industry is all affected.
100%. So
you know, because we need people to come, we need to interact with people.
Yeah.
And this COVID-19 thing, but but anyway, we at least now was kulumana much.
And I think the other side of it is a lot of them, especially with industry, to feel like government doesn't really understand the plight here. But I'm like, guys, the other side of it is it's not just us banning. It's banning that they need to cater to. So, but it's part of it. We need to weather the storm and be there on the other side of things when it gets better.
Yeah, but you know, when the spirits and the souls are low, we need the music.
Yeah.
So the
rainbow is coming.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's good. Bengilalela ingoma yakho ndoda entsha.
Yeah. Sijayivise kancane na.
Yeah, ukokoko.
Okokoko, yeah. So
yeah.
Featuring Tebe and Unati.
Legends akhona ke lapho.
Took us 4 or 5 years to make that song, but no regrets. The time put in, you can feel it and hear it in the final product. So very happy about that one.
How come 5 years? What makes 5 years? I mean,
so you need to make sure the collaborations are right. So we kept trying different people. I mean, I have about 7 or 8 different versions of that song with different people on it. I think the important is to be honest, to say, guys, it's not sounding correct, because at the end of the day, at the beginning of it, you have an idea of what you want to do and how it must sound to. So you need to get as close to that idea as possible. So fortunately, Amachi now understand, especially Tebe, the man, he was like, I've done my part. As soon as you guys find it. And one night after a concert, we went to watch Unati. Upe said, yo, this is it. This is what we've been missing. And Unati came through one session and recorded it. And it just sounded amazing. So we were fortunate enough that finally, after 4 or 5 years, we found someone who matches the song.
So Uspe, the way he got that, it's instinct, you know, it's a gut feeling.
That's it. It's instinct at the right time, right place. You know, that thing of, I mean, we're still living in Durban at the time. And Unati was coming into town, and we were like, instead of just started our apartment, some Unati. And I guess that was what sparked everything for us.
Yeah, just talking about the instinct, the gut feeling, manje.
Yeah.
Something I just posted like on Twitter. In fact, I retweeted what Masanda Wana was saying, our website, our Twitter Sundowns.
Yeah.
Capturing the moment that I'm the day we won the championship.
In Bethlehem.
In Bethlehem. Global Park went smoking.
I'll never forget. I think it's that comes second in my mind to Egypt. I think we drove, myself, Spear, and Tulani. We got to the stadium and we couldn't get in. Finally, Yazi Vulega Bo. And we found sitting on the floor. We're literally sitting on the floor. And the moment that final whistle blew, I was like, any second now, Global Park will be a mess. And it was just the joy and the excitement, because as well, that last season we had towards the end, speculation, and we knew that if we won it there, there's nothing they can change.
I understand at that time people were saying Pirates was leading 3-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
And we were not focused on that, because what's important is to win your match. Just win your match.
That's
and then you leave the trophy. Uzohlala uku-radio ukuwabona abo-coach abanye bayaphatha namafoni phela. I'm still waiting for the time ngibambe ifoni nami ngibuze ukuthi hey, substitute lapho Manqoba.
No, I think it's amazing that you know, after the season we had, I mean, the injuries, and then to come back and win it like that was amazing. I can't even explain it. To this day, that is top two. Egypt for me though is I can't explain it. You know, when you try and explain to abantu ukuthi Tina, we talk about Lamzansi ukuthi siyathanda ibhola. But once you go to North Africa, you realize the different ball game. I mean, I remember I landed, and my taxi driver was just so excited. He was like, "You're really here for the game?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was just excited and just spoke me through the entire thing, drove me past the stadium before he dropped me off at the hotel. Then 6 hours before the game, the stadium to be at capacity. 6 hours before the game, I was like, last one any movie.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was about 73,000 people.
Yeah.
And they didn't even fill the whole stadium, because, you know, the army there, they control the number of attendance.
Yes.
And I was surprised to see that ekhaya imagine ukuthi imendo kuthiwa no kusana abantu ngaphandle. But in North Africa, even everywhere in Egypt, when we arrived, that's why we also have videos as players and coaches could masingene pitching before we even go dress. You know, when you inspect the pitch, people are seated. It's full.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. But maybe we'll learn with time in South Africa about those things. But talking about the instinct, Raspe, when he was listening to Unat, I remember that match at Global Park.
Yes.
When Serena was limping off the pitch, and Serena bekabahlupa at that time, and manje I could hear that. You feel the silence and the tension happening. Akekho okhulumayo. Saying one manje, I must make a call manje. And before I substitute all the time, I always ask my assistants.
Yeah.
What's their opinion? You know, just to get a different opinion.
Yeah.
Lelo langa le angibezwanga. I could hear they were talking, but no. Mele ngibiza uPhakamani. And manje Phakamani did not feature much in the past last 3 games. With coach manje umthatha Phakamani manje. But it's a gut feeling, it's an instinct. As you said, Uspe could just pick it up. And we called Phakamani, and few minutes after the stadium ruptured, I could see abantu bajumpa phezu kwama-roof lapha
The
stadium.
roof outside the stadium, I was in the middle of all of that.
No,
I can't imagine though the amount of pressure at that point. You know, when you have to make that call, especially in that game, because at that point in time this is a deciding game. It wasn't.
No. I don't know how I just said Paka, and few minutes after that, I mean, the story is that the trophy is still at Klorkop Namanje School Maganj.
Yeah, that's it. It's the only way. But now tell me, coach, the seat must get hot at some stage.
No, it does. It's always hot.
Yeah. Especially because now, Sundowns fans, Tina, we are used to winning.
Yeah.
We just want to win all the time. So when we lose, it's a catastrophe. I mean, we don't want to talk to anyone. Our hearts are broken. So now you are now under the consistent pressure. Every game,
no, look, you know the story. When I came over, the team was still a big club, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Okay, the attendances were not that much because the team hasn't won nothing for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
And the spirits were low. People didn't have confidence on the team. Only the few loyalist supporters were still coming to the match.
Yeah.
But the only thing we did, Naves, is to instill a winning mentality. I still remember my first interview. I said, I'm here to awaken the sleeping giant.
Yeah.
Just to whisper a few things, to whisper to the sleeping giant. When the giant wakes up, and the giant woke up, the giant is asleep, which is obviously, thanks to the boss, the Patrice Mutsepe, Dr. Patrice Mutsepe, for supporting me and supporting the club. We would not be here without him.
Yeah.
But we must never undermine the 12th player. I think, but is the team Elahi Vuvuzela after Bloemfontein Celtic?
Yeah.
Pretoria is very loud. You can't ignore it. Even on social media, you can't ignore. And obviously, Amachita, the players got the winning mentality. I'm telling you, it is only the winning culture and the winning mentality. Anybody, you can ask our players.
Yeah.
Even a friendly game when Naves.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to lose. We just have to win. And it's not sometimes it's not right just to talking about the win, because we need to play football, as you say. And it's Sundowns, they want to sing.
I was chatting to Ubongan Uzumut earlier today.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to him, but Tina as fans, winner and you must win beautifully. And then he's saying, but the most important thing is that we win. And I'm like, in your perspective, yes, because now, even just in conversation, you can hear the winning mentality is there. He's like, if we don't die on the field, then it doesn't make sense at all. Why are we doing this thing? So the belief, number one, I don't know how, because even from your first interview, as you said to the guys, I'm here to awaken a sleeping giant. What's the one thing you can say is the one thing that has always made sure that you have the winning mentality all the
time? I always say, for me, is winning the next game.
Yeah.
Winning the next game. It doesn't matter what the next game is, a final or it's a league game or what. You can see we play after we win a Telkom, we play Vets.
Yep.
2 days after.
Yeah.
No, we don't lose. In fact, we were leading and Vets equalized.
Yeah.
All the time. After the game, after the Champions League, we won in Egypt. On a Friday, we had a game on Tuesday to honor here.
Yeah.
We don't win that game. We won the Telkom Cup in Durban against Chiefs.
Yes.
One of our best games. For me,
Yeah.
that game is one of my best games, tactically and everything.
Yeah.
Where we were leading 3-0 and they scored a goal in the 94th minute.
Yeah.
We had to play Pirates the Tuesday after that match. Tuesday in Pretoria. What happened to that match? We won it. I think it was 3-1 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether you won a cup final or Sundowns on 3 days after, you have to win the next match. It's a winning culture, it's the winning mentality. And if you don't fit in, if we celebrate a cup and then there's a match 2 days after, you don't belong to that dressing room. We are too hungry. We're hungry. We want more. We are too ambitious as a club. That's the problem.
Sure. Yeah, that's true. I've been fortunate enough to be able to be around the team and around some of the players, and you can hear the winning mentality. And I mean, everybody puts their head down, and it's time to work, and that's it.
But it's the same, you guys, in your industry. We ask, you have to be on radio. Whether it's Saxeni or Tambama, you need to be there. And you know, Naku music. That's why we keep Kokoko.
Yeah.
No, you can't say, hey, no professor, and then
you must keep moving. Consistency is key.
Exactly. That's the mentality. You are in business. You understand this thing. So we live with the same principles, even though it is a football environment.
But coach, I was listening to another interview you did, and just in the way you were speaking, basketball.
Yeah.
What is your connection to basketball?
Hey, basketball is my weakness, Land.
Yeah.
You know, other people, they will say they play golf, like Pep, they play golf and what.
Yeah.
You know, my weakness is basketball. When Vugas 3 a.m. live, I don't want to watch repeats. No, you watch a live and then you ask, after 7, I must go to work. But I know once a week, I have to I sacrifice. Then I'll come back to training early.
Yeah.
And then have a nap until maybe about 6, 7. Then I can start doing my Sundowns job.
Yeah.
Then later, I can watch basketball. I love basketball because I played football in Greece.
Yeah.
And Greece is in Europe, is one of the top countries in basketball.
Yeah.
The top 4, to be honest. So there's a big culture of basketball. And sometimes when you don't train, when the coach wants to give us a different dimension of training, to put entertainment, but whilst we are training, we always go for basketball, and we play basketball. And I don't come from the culture of basketball, so there was never that culture of basketball.
No.
So that's where I picked it up. And when I'm watching now this series go Netflix, like
Michael Jordan, yeah.
I don't have to watch that series because I followed all those games, play off from game 1 to game 7.
Yeah.
So ever since I've been there, I've been hooked up. Manje, when Michael Jordan left, I lost it a little bit, but I kept with the game. I swayed to San Antonio Spurs, and I kept there with Antonio Davis. Yeah, and I moved Manje to San Antonio. I'm not too loyal with the teams. So now I'm at Warriors, and we got spanked last year by Raptors, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the love for basketball, and I read a lot about the coaches there.
Yeah, I saw you. I think you were reading the Phil Jackson book some time ago.
Yeah, 11 Rings, one of the best books, 11 Rings. I recommend it to Amajita because it talks about the principles of success. Because talent alone is not good enough. You need discipline. You need to show you want this thing. How far? You need to have the hunger. And 100%. When you are talented, you have the hunger. You'll always make it.
Yeah. But now, Coach, is there anything that you found in basketball that you can implement into your team or into your broader strategy thinking?
Yeah. Look, it's so funny because this thing, I've learned it from basketball. When you do corner kicks, there's blocking.
Okay. Yes.
So we allow blocking corner kicks. Where do I get that from basketball? And I'm talking now tactics.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about the success of the way Sundowns plays. When I tell Amajita, they complain, but we're playing every 3 days. What did I do? I went to go to the schedule of Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
And I put the schedule on the dressing room for Amajit, for them to see his schedule, the Golden State Warriors. And you must understand how big North America is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, our furthest distance, I think, ours is Cape Town, which is 2 hours. And for them, it's 8 hours, which is from the one side to the other side.
And time differences also, time zones.
Yeah.
So, and then I gave them the schedule. And they realized that one of the games, they played every 2 days.
Yeah.
And from coast to coast.
Yeah.
So then I said, okay, tell me now, okay, man, what do you think? Then the guys started to change the mentality and understand that as long as you are disciplined, as long as you look after your body, as long as you look after your diet, then you need rest. And I always encourage them, they have to sleep. So the main secret about all these things is to balance your life. Now, radio, you need to be fresh.
100%. Because people don't care ukuthi izolo bowuphi wenzani njani. They just care about you coming to deliver and coming to deliver now. Because that's what they've been expecting. I mean, people expect to drive home with us Monday to Friday, 3 to 6. No, there's no halfway about it.
No, and sometimes I'm gonna say. So I always say to myself, good, and I make examples about you guys. How much it does chair. I make examples about the guys who are my DJs.
Yeah.
Sometimes ungena 6, ungena 7. So mangangena 6, I drive 6 to 9. So what time do you think is at the station, at the radio station? What about preparations?
Yeah.
So do you understand that the same guys, they have to go to bed early so that they're fresh in the morning? So the same with us. We use our bodies. So why you complain ukuthi thina sisebenza nzima? Abantu be-radio ndoda bangena ekuseni.
Yeah.
5 o'clock kulapha.
Coach, do the guys ever say to you, in your day, it wasn't this hard?
Well, they do say that, to be honest. And the comparisons I make with them, and it's the truth, is that the load of the games were not there.
Yeah.
We were playing Sunday to Sunday. The well-rested teams.
The prime teams.
Yeah, I mean, you can't lose a match when you play Sunday to Sunday. You've got no excuse. You got to win. You are fresh. Niggling injuries. You know what I'm trying.
Yeah.
So I was making a example about that and the intensity of the game.
Yeah.
If you look at the games, manager, you could see that we had more time on the ball, and that's why we could express ourselves with the technique more. But I always said to them, that doesn't make you kick the ball or pass the ball the right way.
Yeah.
So we had the technique of shooting, passing. That's why we used to score a lot of goals, and from outside the box. The goal that we are talking about, you kick it outside the box. It's the technique. It has nothing to do with it's a technique. And that's what our Messi and our Ronaldo have. They have the right technique.
Somebody was saying, no, the defenders were bad back in the
day. We had more time.
But
to be honest,
defend.
Yeah, we had more time. But you know what? The game improves.
100%.
Until radio 20 years back.
Yeah, 100%. You can't be the same. Same as DJ. I mean, 20 years ago it was on vinyl. It moved to CD. It's now on USB. It keeps moving.
It's the same as cell phone, daughter. Let us know, man. Bengeke sibe nayo ngale phone le yabo Nokia Ericsson akutaba. So it's exactly the same thing. Everything evolves, everything changed. Yeah, it's technology. It improves. Yeah. So even football, to be honest, we had a little bit more time to on the ball to play. So it has changed now.
Amazing. It's also great. I mean, to look back and be able for the guys to be able to see that when you say to them, "No, fuck it, man," it's not something you haven't done. They can watch you now and say, "No, fuck it,
Yeah, it's the same. Icon lapha kuwe kuSoweto lapha icon. Akwazi nokudlala music the way udlala ngakhona 20 years back. Abantu abangeke besese. And I still owe you a visit lapha ngilindile lapha. Off season kumele ngize lapha endaweni
yakho. Problem akuhambeki la.
Kugcwala kweminyaka.
Akuhambeki lapha. Sogcina siyokushiya endlini esinawane sibuyisele.
No, but it's okay. But you have to do it once in a while. Once in a while, you have to do it. I will come.
All right, definitely.
Later.
No, but Coach, thank you very much. Wait. Before I let you go, the people will not. If you guys have questions, please ask your questions in the comments, and I'll ask the coach. The first question, when I posted that I'm coming to this, they said you cannot leave without asking the coach about the contract. So I'll leave that one for last.
Yeah, okay.
There's a question here from King of the North, 66. He says, "Would you coach in North Africa?"
Hey, when Naves is humbling and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. Is it from coast to coast, from north to south?
Yeah.
Some people came to Cairo. You can just say it. You can use all the terms that everybody uses. I must tell you, I don't know what I have with the North Africans. I've got such a good thing with Egypt, with Morocco. The last time they humbled me in Morocco.
Yeah.
I mean, how can? Who am I? How can the stadium sing for me?
Yeah.
Sing for me. I mean, they saying there's never ever happened in North African football. Kev told me that there's never ever happened. You're the first coach that the opposition, especially in North Africa, sang for you, and I was really humbled. And even Namanje, I can see even the things are coming from way down.
Yeah, from way down. I'm seeing.
No, it's unbelievable. So you never know. In Arab language, they say, if you ask you, will you ever coach in the North Africa? The language they say inshallah. Inshallah means in God's will. In God's will. You never. That's my answer. In God's will. Maybe one day, but to live where you are loved. Sundowns is where I loved. Yeah. I get the love. You can always envy. Yeah. In next door or other places. Yeah. But never ever leave. It's like a family. Never leave where you are loved, because you're thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Stay where you are loved. I get the songs also. I've got my songs from Sandawana. Yeah. I'm in an environment where I have established a way of playing. We don't just play. Sometimes we say I hate us so correctly. Yeah. No, I don't know how to train that, to be honest. I can't train that. Yeah. So and the product it's like music. The product must be appealing to people, and people will follow the product, will buy the product, will associate with the product. So it's not all about winning. You must find a playing methodology. You must find a philosophy. You must find a culture. I always say, Amajita, if we can change the jerseys, the Sundowns, let's say they're all black with no numbers, and you cover the faces or whatever, and the team plays, I want you to say that is Mamelodi Sundowns play without even seeing who is. That is the mentality.
Coach, do you ever think you're underappreciated at home? Because on the continent, for example, for somebody who doesn't speak Arabic to be called to come and commentate on games, it's unheard of. It's like, like they'll call, for example, Jose to go and talk Portuguese. He can do it. Spanish, Italian. Do you think, Lakaya, you're underappreciated?
I would not say that, because, to be honest, SuperSport also always invites me. SABC sometimes they do invite me, but if you look at the number of guests, the guests that are coming, TV la, the guys who have done well overseas, Sabo John Barnes, Sabo Banban, you know. But when I'm called in North Africa, I really feel humbled. I went to a souk. A souk is a market in the language there.
Yes.
I went to the market that always everybody goes to. It's next to the pyramids there. It's a big market. It's a tourist place.
Yeah.
You won't believe it when Naves.
Yeah.
I was humbled. I could not walk.
Phew.
I said,
Amazing.
I'm not Denzel Washington.
Yes.
I'm not, who am I? I'm not Messi.
Yeah.
I'm just a mere coach of a team in South Africa. I could not walk. I mean, everybody mobbed me there. And that's when I said, I'm humbled, I'm being appreciated. I feel good. But even as a Kaya, to be honest, there are people who understand the kind of work we do, and people who understand rivalry, competition, and it's not personal. Because abanye abantu bathi no, hey, akayifuni uPitso, Kaizer Chiefs. They don't know that I supported that team when I was young.
Yeah.
But I'm competing, manje. You know, I've got people from Europe who really wants to say, hey, do we have anything from coming from Soweto in the township? Do we have people who can compete with people from outside?
Yeah.
And you are the guys who do that internationally. About play coffee, they raise their hands with international people. So why in football I should not compete with the Germans? I should not compete with the Serbians. I can. It doesn't mean when I'm coming from humble beginnings, we cannot do it. We can. We need to show leadership. We need to show
the hunger. We need to be driven.
Yeah, to give the guys a hope. That's what you are doing, Mosimane, You're giving the guys a hope, but you can do it when you're from the township. So I also believe that in my space in football, I can always give chance and a hope to say, Abo Rulani, the up and young coming coaches.
Yes.
It's possible. Anything is possible. If Mandela can be the president of this country, it is possible. So I always have that thing. It is possible.
I got a Ubongani Zumo says he just wants to say thank you very much, coach. What else do we have here?
Who's Tumba? Who's Tumba?
Why is that?
Igama lakhe saselokishi wakhala kabi athi wena number 10 abuya ku-tax dlala u-10 nathi no wena number 6 awunayo lento kaSirino number 10 abotembazwana hamba ku-6 lapho udlala nabokekana lapho awakala inyembezi makaya overseas as a number 6 hayi as a number 10
akasakhali manje
hayi and ngisanilindile akangithengeli ne-chocolate
hayi usikolota seyi-2-ke mina kumele akubuyele nejezi nawe akubuyele ne-chocolate yakho
kuphela angifuni nix.
Ifa Post says, how do you feel about your record with Sundowns? 326 matches, 180 wins, 83 draws, and 63 defeats.
That record can be better, let's be honest, guys. Amanye mamesh la so losing, so throwile can be better. I live in that space that there's always a room for improvement, but I'm humbled and I appreciate because not many people can do that. To be honest, you need to have humility also a little bit and appreciate what people are saying. But I always knew it's Sundowns Namant. It has never reached the level that I want to reach. You will see the new team next year. Trust me.
Amatita from the fan vlog, Bati, what's your preferred formation? The 4-3-3 or the 4-2-3-1?
Mina ngidlala le yakudala.
4-4-2.
4-4-2. Lezi ezinye lezi zabo 3 bani hayi angizazi lezi. I watched Barcelona bane 4-3-3, Barcelona, Madrid ne 4-3-3, Pep ne 4-3-3. Mina ngishanga 4-4-2 kuphela out yami and lento yangisebenzela and I stay on it. Lezi ezinye angikwazi ukopia eBarcelona because angina Messi.
That's true. But now is your 4-4-2 is that with the 2 central defensive inverted commas midfielders?
Yes. Okwamanje uandile nokekana sometimes umabunda noKekana, but uKekana yambona samsondeza kancane ngoba vele uyamazi ukuthi unama-shot.
Yeah.
So samsondeza kancane abe phambi kwe-18 yard box. Bese u-Andile noMabunda they sweep behind.
Yeah.
But the secret is on the wingers. Anginama-winger la agijimayo ayo cross.
No.
Anginawo because umshishi ngeke adlale yabo.
No.
Masowuthi manje bagijima bayocross ngeke adlale umshishi. So kumele alawe adlale in his own space and his own position. And uPitso ngimfaka umkhelele umkhulisi on the right.
Yeah.
Akanaso leso sipitso gijima sokuyale. So abangene badlale ba interchange noSirino. Nabo langa manje yibo abantu baphethe iscooter la.
Yeah. You know what's amazing to me is you always tell the people what your tactics are, yet they still are not able to stop. Like you've said it many times. You say, guys, I defend with this like this. I push my back line, my wingers up so that they can cross the ball, and then I have these guys interplaying on the inside, but they can still never pin it down.
No, bayayazi, but into engifuna ukuyibuza ukuthi okay yayibona ukuthi Man City dlala kanjani.
Yeah.
neBarcelona angithi uyabona badlala njani, so bashaya.
Yeah.
So nathi silapho 100% games of Sundowns on TV.
Yes.
And it's into eyi-1 every day. So mawuyibona waye ungayivimbi ke awuthiyami.
Eish.
Angithi uyalibona ukuthi lelishe lihamba kanje, uyalibona lelishe. So
yeah. I wouldn't see my. And also, coach, looking at the team, I realized, I mean, in terms of development products, we have, I think, 3 or 4 of the guys from development, excluding Promise, because he was still trying to finish off the season with Amachi down the other side. What do you think is working so well with the development sometimes?
You know, I was humbled to see there was an article written with Sundowns on average for the youngest team in the PSL. On average. When Abokekana, they are 34s. Langawan is 31. Wayne Arendse is 33.
Yeah.
Ricardo Nascimento is 31. Dennis Onyango is 32.
Yeah.
And ngithe bantu ngiphatha amakhetla ngizosebenza njani.
Yeah.
But when you ufaka abo Promise, abo Mkhulisi, abo Madisha, abo Thapelo, abo Phakamani, abo Rivaldo is only 22, remember?
Yeah.
So when you do that, you take in the age. So we're trying to balance Anele no Thapelo.
Yeah.
We're trying to balance Rivaldo no Nascimento.
Yeah.
We're trying to balance Wayne Arendse no Madisha with age. So we have brought now into an from Cape Town in Canada. He's 21 years, 22 years. Umkhulis is 22 years. Uphakamani is 22 years. So
Makhalwa
ndoda uyaskorela ngeHighlands. When we take a risk ukuthi aboSirino naboTembazwane ngeHighlands baphumule kancane, he put us in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
So we have intwana ezayo from that, and we have always promoted from our youth. Madisha, Mkhulisi, uNico, Nico, Harold, Abraham, the goalkeeper, Upesi. Let's go mention asibabize bonke labafana. They come from the youth, and sometimes abantu abayiboni lento but hayi iSundowns iyathenga ithengaphi iSundowns ngoba sithenge 2 last year.
Yeah. And you're very passionate about development. Where do you think in this country we have lost it? We're not lost it. Where have we lost our way? Rather than say lost it, because
school football.
We still do have
school football. That's where I'm coming.
Yeah.
That's where I've asked Sundowns to help me with that, and thanks God they understand school football. Tina Stole Eskolwe. Max Maponyane Bamtole Eskolwe. Or a lot of guys were taken from school. I went from school straight into Premier League.
Yeah.
So school football, we lost it, man.
Okay.
We don't look after it. We went to the academies, Kakulu. and which gave us, of course, a little bit of a boost.
Yes.
But we neglected school football. That is my space. I'm coming in that space very soon. That's my space.
How many more years do you want to coach for?
Sundowns.
No,
Hey,
coach.
Coaching. Yeah,
it's nearly 20 years.
I think I'll coach forever. The question is, do I want to be doing exactly what I'm doing? You know, it's like in music, whatever. You can produce in radio. You can be an anchor go radio. You can do anything go radio. So football, I'll always be in. I don't want to call it coaching. I would like to call it education of football. Because if you coach, you are educating. So I think going to the schools, educating. I think educating. I'm a coach, and giving the coach the directions and mentor coaches.
Yes.
Because that's what I want.
You did that while you were still at SAFA, where you pushed the coaches through. You were like, guys, you guys need to do the coaching courses so that we can have this thing running through the townships and so forth and so forth.
Yeah, UCM, coach of Celtic.
Yes.
He has really humbled me last week.
Yeah.
I forget interview with him. I've paid for his education in Sasako South. So those are the things that I value more than trophies. Abanye abantu they value trophies. Abanye abantu they value certificate basibhenga la bazenga la ebondeni ukuthi ine degree. Those things is for you. But what have you done to the next person? What have you tried? Have you helped? So I've taken Amachita Manning, even Fadlu Davis, who are Orlando Pirates. Yes, those are the people I put them in the class, and I made sure that they get educated, and I paid the bills for those things. So I'm talking about this because Fadlu spoke about it, or no CM spoke about it. But normally I don't have to speak about it. But this is my belief that I'll stay longer in football and coach Amajit. I wish I can take Amajit, I would take the ex-players and put them in the class and say, every day, this thing is a year or two thing, and train them and say, go work and watch their work and come and review the work in Kalenab, like a scale, like corrections. And say, Pegala, Pegala, Pegala. And how do you train these weaknesses? So that's what I would love to do. But Inter Jalo, normally they don't have the biggest support or sponsorship because you need money to do these things. You spend time spent.
100%.
So we hope, but I'm being hopeful. That's why maybe through my foundation, I can do things like that. That's my legacy. That's what I want to do.
No, it's amazing because the way school is it's not what have you done for yourself, but what have you done to paramisa the next person who is next to you. I was watching a documentary, I just forgot what it's called. And the guy says, you cannot say we are friends if we ask Spani da and I'm not Spani Marabis.
No, we're not friends. No.
We're not friends.
You're too greedy. No. Babuza coach bazokutshela. La PSL ukuthi nje sezinye izinto asikhulumi ngazo. I share. We're the first team manje to start the virtual training. Video training. Manje, how many teams in the PSL are doing it? Buza bazokutshela ukuthi ubani ubanike yonke.
It's also amazing because I remember even the former Orlando Pirates coach, Coach Mitchell, was saying, you said he's the one who passed Dennis on to you. So that relationship of just being able to talk to people and say, look, man, I'm looking for this sort of player, and they can be like, look, if you head up north or 10 left, 10 right, you'll find something. Also speaks volumes of the person you are and your relationships with them.
There's only one Naves. We can ungaba nentwana ifuna to copy you and being inspired by what you do. You can know how I play. But I'm the founder of this thing. It's like a phone. Yes, my iPhone 5. You can copy my iPhone 5. Here's the 6 and the 7.
Yeah.
And I know the weaknesses of the iPhone 5. That's why I'm going to 6 and 7. So everybody knows the way I do things. Like I like to make an example of Rulani because I like Rulani because I think he's gonna make it in future. He's in the right track. He knows everything I do, but we beat.
He's got the book,
but we beat them. And I said, I'm petting, I'm next is So you can, so when you are the founder of a thing, it remains yours. No, they can copy it, but I need to ask when you twitch it, lap or not lap. Now music, we ask. It sounds different.
Yeah, Coach. Before I let you go, we've always been talking for an hour, and we can go on forever. How do you protect the family? I saw the other day on one of the websites they spoke that your son is now playing junior soccer schools. How do you protect them? Because I mean, intwana yenzanga next year, if udlala nabangani bayo and just enjoy it. How do you then protect them? Because another conversation I once had with Naves Maponyane, he said the reason he never played football is because he could never be good enough. So because of goal, but good goal, but your father would have done it like this.
Yeah, it's stress, the pressure. And ngiyazitshela mina ney'ntwana zami la ekhaya ne.
Yeah.
Ukuthi you must follow your heart. You must follow your passion. Yazi ekuseni mawuvuka uye emsebenzini and then you are happy. That's where you got your passion. That's where you got what you want. So 100%. you are not forced to do what I do. If Time Allow is a business person, yes, maybe you can be a business person, but it's not necessarily with everybody. In the family must be doctors because there's a doctor. The other one is a DJ. We make life. We make means. Time Allow they let you know maybe accountant because imagine accountant efana nami.
Yazi mangakutshela ukuthi endlini bonke bafundile banama-doctorate. Mina ngafika ngathi ngifuna ukuba u-DJ.
But daughter, ayina-future lento yakho.
Mara manje bathi sengivula indlela ngoba laba abalandelayo bathi no mara lona imiyekelile ayoba i-DJ. Mina ngifuna ukuba i-fashion designer. Basena-choice manje.
That's what my father wanted me. He wanted me to be an accountant. But unfortunately, I said probably you could see that we can make history without being accountants. So anyway, at the end of the day, is balancing the family, protecting your family from your uncle and Toyenzayo, because I don't want into Anazam's stress.
No.
I don't want my family to be exposed to the life that I am exposed to. We are on social media, we are outside, and you know how social media can be very, very tough and it's difficult.
Yeah, AJ has joined us here, so social media. AJ
That's why bangibuzile bathi ufuna ukungena kule ngidi ngiyangena kule akekho umuntu obewafa. I mean, I have the whole stadium lapha singibiza singcriticize singithuka manje ngisabani ngiyangena kule.
Ayikho edlula leyo.
Thanks me out.
No, coach, before ngihamba bazongilwisa labantu babhala la contract question please. Come on, Naves, contract. So coach,
we're waiting on Masandawana. Masandawana will come up. The team will come up and talk about this issue. I see a team, and let's respect the principles.
I have my answer already. Thank you very much, coach.
Thank you very much.
Please, the team is save the video. We need to save this. So please, save the video, guys, so we can post it and everyone who didn't get a chance to watch it. I think we're over 400 people watching us live. So thank you very much, guys, and we really appreciate it.
It's about time he's social media out here. Thank you very much. And thanks for launching me. Thank you very much. You're the first one. You're special.
Thank you very much, coach. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thank you.